Okay, fellas. Mr. Nugent, we have you up by picture. Mr. Keith, we got you actually video. We're having a
Yes,
few
sir.
little minor connection issues with Mr. Nugent over there, but we got his audio pretty good. So let's sit here and talk for a minute about what everybody's been up to. We'll do our countdown, and then we didn't really schedule this, but this is going to be the live drawing for the boat polishing deal, and we'll let you talk about that. So, Shane, why don't you say hi and let everybody know what you've been up to for the last, I don't know, week or two?
Yeah, hey everybody. We're excited. We had a great tournament last Saturday, our first tournament of the year at Cypress Lake. We had 51 out of the 52 teams that fished last Saturday. It was cold, it was windy. About 20, I think, 5 teams. So about half of the field at least caught a fish. So that was awesome. And we apologize. We were planning on doing this live drawing at the weigh-in, and I dropped the ball and didn't have things ready to roll. So instead, we wanted to bring Keith on, and this is an opportunity for us to not only draw for a boat captain to win a boat wash, but it's also an opportunity for us to do a highlight, a sponsor highlight for K&J Boat Polishing. So, Keith, thanks for being here with us, and we appreciate all that you do for our league.
Yeah,
Yes,
Keith,
sir. Thank y'all for having me.
what have you been up to since we last talked to you last year? Just give us a quick, 1 or 2 minute rundown.
Man, it's been it's picking up pretty good during hunting season. I kind of fall off a little bit, but that's good. Gives me a little break, time to spend with the family. But it's booking up pretty quick now. I'm booking into mid-February, almost into March. So it's booking up pretty good, and I'm thankful for it and very happy to be a part of this.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, look, fellas, let's go ahead and we've got a few folks joined in. Let me go ahead and I'm going to run our countdown. That's about 2 minutes. So, folks, if you're watching, just stay tuned. We'll be right back. That lets everybody kind of get their Facebook notifications and YouTube notifications and hopefully join in. We're kind of doing this off the cuff and didn't really schedule it per se, so we may not get a real high viewership while we're live, but that's okay. People can go back and watch the replay. So, I'm going to run the countdown. Y'all just hang out for a couple of minutes, and we'll be right back. Well, maybe not. Because my countdown is not finding the file. Well, maybe we'll just hang out and chat for a little bit. And
Hey, Rex, what have you been up to the last couple of days in your life?
yeah, let's just chitter chatter for a minute because of technical issues. Look, uh, I haven't been fishing that much. I've actually had some starter problems, and I've got a fuel flow problem. I'm not getting full RPMs on my Optimax right now, so I'm not really grounded. I can run it. It's just not running as fast as I usually like to run. But hey, I'll tell you what, I did switch over to lithium batteries,
Oh,
and
yeah, bet you that.
and oh, it's made a huge difference. I mean, I hate to use the word game changer because everybody uses it and everybody says they hate to use it, but when you can go fish all day for 2 or 3 days and never have to plug in your charger and not worry about it, I mean, it's actually pretty cool. They are expensive, but when you amortize them out or average it out over, the 10-year prorated warranty time and all that, they're really not that much more expensive than some AGMs or whatever. So anyway, I'm excited about that. If I can get back out on the water and actually use those batteries, it would be great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
All
Hey,
right.
you want me to go ahead and say a few things about Keith? I'd love to be able to just go ahead and talk about Keith and his business. So, Keith, you are one of our sponsors. Is this your second year or third year with our junior league?
Um, I think it's the second.
Second year, yeah. So, for those who will be watching this video later, or those who are live, Keith is he lives out by Caddo, and he does a lot of fishing himself. But he's awesome at detailing boats and getting boats shining and looking brand new. And so, Keith, you donate a boat cleaning for one of our boat captains for the 4 points tournaments. On top of last year, you were phenomenal, and you were the main person who were able to get a guided trip to Lake Fork put together for us for our teams that went to nationals and worlds. And man, that was a huge success. I want to say we probably raised somewhere close to $10,000 on that one fundraiser. And I know you have that lined up again for this year. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. It'll be available once y'all go and fish the Louisiana State tournament. Once you get that figured out and who's going, you let me know, and y'all can take off with it and raise all the money you can.
Man, that's so awesome. And then also, Keith, what you've talked to me about, like you did last year, when we get to our championship, which is only the top 50% of our team. So we're at 52 teams. So right at 26 boats will qualify for that championship this year. And you've already wanted to pay the entry fee, the $20 entry fee for the top 5 teams of the league for the championship. So that's another $100 donation. And we can't thank you enough for what you do.
Yes, sir, man. I thank y'all. I want to support the kids. I appreciate the support of the parents, just as far as calling me to get their boat cleaned up and trusting in me to give them a good finished product. I appreciate all the support from everybody. This has taken off to be something I never dreamed it could be this big, and it has really taken off. And I'm very thankful for it. And I try to take pride in what I do and be able to give the best product out there. And I hope to be the biggest and baddest boat detailer this side of the Mississippi. So I
Yeah.
know that might be big dreams, but I dream big.
Yeah. So Keith, tell us a little bit about your business. One thing that's unique about your situation is that they don't come to you, but you go to them. Talk to us about that real quickly.
Yes, sir. Mainly, I'm 100% mobile. I come to you. You do not have to bring your boat to me. You get it scheduled with me. I show up. All I need is a water hookup and an electric outlet to plug in for the vacuum. Unfortunately, I don't have a trailer set up. That gets kind of expensive, but yes, I'm 100% mobile. I come to you, clean up your boat. You don't have to be there. I'm not finna take anything. I don't. That's not mine. So some people worry about that. Some people don't. But I've been many places where nobody's home. Clean your boat. I call you when I'm done, and I try to make sure that the customer is 110% happy with it before I collect any money. So I like them to look at it, check over it, make sure everything's good. If I miss something, hey, I'll come do it again.
That's right. That's
Well, why
awesome, man.
don't
I've heard nothing but positive things from what you do, brother. Appreciate you.
uh, Keith? Why don't you let everybody know the best way to reach out to you, and then we'll go ahead and do the drawing.
Best way to reach out to me is on Facebook. I have a business page on Facebook, or you can just call or text me. If you call or text me, I'm probably going to get back with you a little bit quicker than Facebook, but I do my best to be diligent with getting back with everybody as soon as they get in contact with me. I try to get it to where you're the next in line and I book you next. And just to touch a little bit on the free washes, the free details. Whenever you get with me, I'm going to do what I can to get you on the list as soon as possible. Just bear with me. I might be a couple weeks out, but I try to get everybody in as quick as I possibly can.
Yes.
Sounds good. All right, y'all about ready to do the drawing, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Rex,
All
before
right.
we draw, do you want to
Mm-hmm.
explain about the team that wasn't there, or do you want me to?
Well, why don't you go ahead and do that? So I'm switching screens over to the generator, so I'll wait to
Okay.
actually hit the button on it. So why don't you go ahead and explain how it's going to work?
Okay, so those who are going to be watching, this is for the North Louisiana Junior Fishing League. Keith is donating one boat wash for one of the boat captains at each of our tournaments. We had our first tournament last Saturday, and we did not draw. What I had said before was that the boat captain must be present to win at the weigh-in. So going forward, the next 3 tournaments the boat captain must be there at the weigh-in, and we do this at the end of our weigh-ins. And so, but since we didn't do that, everybody that actually fished and boat captain this past weekend is capable of winning this boat detail. The only team that did not fish is boat number 30 from Benton. I think this angler's name is Sergio. So that boat number 30 is not eligible. So if it lands on 30 on our third time, we're going to need to draw for a new team. Anybody else other than 30 means that you at least showed up at last Saturday's tournament, and you're eligible to win this boat detail.
Okay, so here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit the generate button 3 times just to make it completely or maybe a little more random. So whatever the third number is that comes up will be the number that wins the drawing. Sound fair to everybody?
Sounds great.
Okay, here we go. So generating first attempt. All right, second attempt. And third attempt, boat number 2. And I'm looking at the list right here, so let me, as a matter of fact, can switch screens. Boat number 2 is going to be, let me adjust this screen over here, just bear with me for a second. Boat number 2 is going to be a Stanley team.
Yeah.
That's going to be Mason Bissell and Hunter Smith are the anglers. I guess a good deal. Is that Stephen Bissell? Is that who the boat captain is?
Stephen's son. Stephen was sick this past weekend, so I'm not sure who was his boat captain, but that's the team for sure. That's Stephen Bissell's son.
Okay, well, good deal. Glad that he won. Congratulations. I'll put that in the show post after we get through so that everybody will know who won it. And, hey, I guess that's about all we need to do this evening.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Keith, for everything you do, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good evening.
Okay.
Right, thanks.
Y'all have a good evening, too. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We there, Rick?